if I keep waiting, I'm never going to make this video. It's like really overcast today, and I've been wanting to do a comparison of Jamila Plus and Storyville, both in Bernstein Rooted, probably for the last 8 or 9 months. And when you know the day that I want to do this, I'm in such a tiny apartment, you can hear my neighbor doing their laundry. But it is what it is. This is the best lighting I'm going to get, so welcome to my bathroom. I wanted to be around water because I actually just got home from work, and if I were wearing this to work and I had just put it on to walk out the door to go to work, I would need water around me, sorry. Very tight, tiny little apartment. So this is Jamila Plus by Wille in Bernstein Rooted. I know I've done a review on it before, but it wasn't the greatest video. And what I mean by adding water to it is water will, it doesn't matter if I wear this today, take it off and put it back on tomorrow, I'm still going to put water in it. Straight out of the faucet on cold. Get the frizzy out of it and make it more defined. So when this comes, it comes with a designated left part, which is got a lace front. It's all open wefted, and it has a closed top, but the lace front goes back pretty far. Let's see. Let's see if I can get you that lace. And it's done really, really well. It goes to here, not my temples. My temples are here. It goes to there. You can see my wig grip. Yeah, so it comes almost in the middle. That's almost in the middle. So with water, it can loosen up here because it's got permatease throughout. And what I'm trying to do is kind of pull it down, because if this were my own real hair and I really had this kind of curly hair, because women have this naturally and don't like it, what would I do with it in the morning? See, now it reminds me of almost a very short Stevie Nicks back in the late 70s when she would stop dragging my heart around, and if it were longer, but she had that kind of my sister Chrissy has this one, and she likes it just like this. She likes it down. But I like to style it like this, because I think this really looks realistic and believable. And for work, I just feel like it's kind of triggering me to do laundry. I can hear the spin cycle stopping. At least we know my neighbors are wearing clean clothes. So that's how my sister, Chrissy, she likes to wear it down, but I like to wear it back like that. So that's one way to style this. You could also pin it up on the sides. And then if you had a headband, which I'm going to go out this weekend and look for one, because you could do something like this with a headband, like right here. It's cute. So I got this one first, and it came out before Storyville came out. And I almost feel like Storyville is maybe this hair 2 or 3 days later, you know, maybe day 2, day 3 hair of washing. Because the curls are not quite as defined, I guess. Let me stand over here this way. These are really kinky, curly, right out of the shower, air dried. And this almost seems almost like a grown out perm. If this were a perm, maybe a grown out perm. Or maybe try to blow it dry, maybe, with the curl pattern. And it actually has the same cap. So they both have an extended nape, but they don't have metal stays. Which I like because I can pinch them in under here. Open wefted, a little bit of a rose lace, not exactly, but it has a pretty deep lace front. But it doesn't go down here, it just ends right here. So let me put this one on. Same color, Bernstein Rooted. But the curls are different. Yeah, so we'll see how this looks. Let's see. So there's our lace front. I'm going to lay it down. There's my, and here's that one. Okay, so I have moved this to the right. This is my right. And you can see the cap. Right in there. But there's so much going on that no one's going to see the cap if you're working and talking and doing things. So let me put it on the right, because this is how it comes on the right. And just like if this were a day I was wearing this to work, I would put water on it. I do this with almost every one of my curly wigs that I wear every day to work. Every morning I will come to the sink, get my hands wet, because this fiber really responds to water. That's why it's so great in the rain. And so I'm trying to work up some permatease up here, which there's hardly any. This is a very low density permatease because it has, you know, it doesn't need any more to stick it out. So this one is Storyville. So you can see how they're sisters. You know how they say about eyebrows. My older sister Cindy always reminds me that they're sisters, not twins. So same with these. I can see how if you really love this color and this type of style, that you could go alternate between the two. They wear very, very well. I've had this Storyville, or not Storyville, I've had Jamilah here for, I got her in 2018. So with pretty regular wear, and honestly, I have never washed her. I've never washed her. So she's looking pretty good. Her wear is really good. For always like wearing it up in a clip in the back, it hasn't gotten really ratty or disgusting. It hasn't. And I think it's because of all the curl. But I haven't had Storyville too long. Oh, well, my sister gave it to me for Christmas, so I've only had her 2 months. But I've worn her maybe a handful of times, 5 or 6 times. And I've worn her just like this. I haven't put her up or anything. Trying to figure out the bangs. I have worn her to the right, on the right though, but it's kind of my preferred look because this is so realistic. This is so believable to me, the way that this looks. Just very believable, very business. What was work today? We had all staff and faculty business casual. It was business casual, so no jeans. And I just think it looks very work appropriate. I had a conversation with the girls that were sitting at my table, which you can see them on Facebook. They took a big picture of us at the table, so you can see me not wearing this. But we were talking about one of the gals went last weekend and got her hair colored. She spent, I said, you got to tell me how much you spent on that. She spent $300 to have her hair colored. And then she went and bought $360 worth of extensions that she clips in underneath to give her fullness. So she's got this beautiful dye job, which is long rooted because she's got the roots. It's just interesting. You know, she wanted the roots, but then she has this beautiful blonde color, and then she's got these extensions clipped in around her that she says she goes home and she takes off at night. So look at how much that is. $300 for the color and $360 for extensions. And then she's going to have to keep up on that coloring if she wants to keep wearing the same extensions. And I said, girl, you don't watch my channel, do you? You should just get a wig. You can buy a wig for less than that and have all the volume that you want. And it's not going to cost you that much as what you just spent and what you're going to have to upkeep on it. And as I sat there, in what did they say, a meeting that could have been an email, and I looked at people's hair, and I thought to myself, and if anybody's watching me from the job, I'm not talking about you, I'm just talking about what I observed. But I thought to myself, if I had that hair or that hair or that hair, I wouldn't want that hair. The style, the thrown back in a ponytail, just no style, no color, flat color, dull color. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that. And if it was between having no hair or that hair, I'd go no hair and this hair. So I think it's just how you look at the problems that you have, and whether it's thinning hair, balding, alopecia, trichotillomania. I think it's, what would you rather? Would you really rather have long flowing hair, or patchy, fussing with product and fibers and the stress of that? Because there's some expense in that too. You know, when you can just say to heck with it, and I'm going to have real hair, and I'm going to have the hair that the Kardashians wear, and that I was watching something about I only know her name from the TV show Elaine Bennett's. What's her name? Julia Louis-Dreyfus. And she was talking about her looks through the 90s and the early 2000s and now, and she's going through the pictures and talking about different looks that she had and her thoughts on those looks. And she talks about something she's done recently, and she says, you know, I always had to wear that wig, and when I put that wig on, I got into that character. And I thought, see, she's wearing a wig in that. And then that reminded me of a couple of years ago when I used to just pour through YouTube when it was new to me in 2015, 16. And the winner of the beauty pageant for that year, her hair had been so damaged from the competitions that she got fitted for a wig. And they were putting her hair up, and they showed how they wrapped it under the wig so that she could go, now that she'd won, and go to all of these public speaking announcements, you know, as part of her job now as Miss America, that she was giving her hair a break. And, you know, and those are the things that made me feel like it was okay to keep wearing wigs. So anyway, long-winded comparison of two wigs, but I just wanted to put that out there because it was on my mind today. We'll talk soon.